everybody, Zombeevee here. Cartoon crushes. We all have them, don't pretend you don't, or at least at some point have had an unexplainable crush on a cartoon character. I know it sounds silly, and it is, but not really. Because really, heck, a lot of the time they're more fleshed out, developed, likable, and interesting than most people we meet in real life. So I'm not judging, and I'm here to make probably my most embarrassing video yet. Get ready. It's just for fun, just for me to go over some of my more embarrassing ones and make a video. I hope you enjoy. Let's get straight to it. I have no idea which particular order I'm going to go in. I'm just going to say a whole bunch, but I'm going to start with probably one of the more understandable ones, and because it makes sense because basically I am Daria in this case. My first crush is Trent from Daria. I have a lot in common with Daria. She just feels nervous around him, and I completely understand that, Daria. And even when I was a dorky little kid, my siblings were older than me when Daria was a thing, so I was a kid, and I just wish that I could have been a teenager at the time. But like, I know where you're coming from, Daria. That guy gives you the blushes. The loser musician guy, yep, that's not a habit that stayed with me. I was hella young when this one started, and these days when I marathon Daria, yes, I do that fairly regularly, I still get the blushies when I look at Trent. Next is Soul from Soul Eater. I barely watch anime anymore, like, at all. Maybe just the odd one every couple of years I'll watch a show, and I don't know, I just kind of grew out of anime. I'm sorry. The fact that he is super awesome did not escape my attention, and I had to tick off one anime character on this list because you ask any typical girl, she'll be like, every anime character ever would be her crush. I'm just gonna have one. This guy represents all the sort of main character cool dudes. Next is another totally predictable one, and that is Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. What girl didn't think this guy was totally cool and angsty and babin', especially once he lost the bold look. Why would anyone choose to be bold? But once he got his, luscious locks, totally added to it. You go, Zuko. In fact, hair plays a big part in whether or not I like to a character or person. And that's why this next character is significant to me. Greg Universe.
Stars and stardust in infinite space is my only home.
Holy cow, is this my dream guy? Fairly realistically too, not just in a cartoony way. I want a Greg. And the funny thing is, I only started watching Steven Universe this year, so it's not like this is a childish crush. This is like me, adult, realistically going, Greg, you're doing it for me, man. I love him. He has the luscious locks. He's a total fucking dreamer. And the fact that he's so into Rose, like a big girl, as a fairly tall girl myself, that is just touching, and I love it. I'm not like monstrously huge, but like I'm fairly even with most guys that I meet, so it's like, it's unfair. He has so much going for him when he's young. He's a musical nerd. He's so freaking sweet. And even when he grows up, he becomes a single dad, and he's easily one of the most likable characters in the whole show, and a character dominated by wicked women. Just a big fat dorky dad that, just wants to be a good dad. Even when he loses most of it, even when he's balding, he keeps all the likability. He's even better as a single dad almost because he raised the coolest kid. I love Steven Universe. I'm gonna make a video on that at some point. Anyway, let's move on to Digimon. It had to happen. I'm in love with Digimon. So let's have a multiple choice. There's only a few boy characters to choose from. Who has the affections of Zombeevee? Is it A, Tai, the main character of the show, courage and all that crap? Is it B, Matt, the cool guy of the group, who is probably the most likely choice? Or is it C, Joe, old reliable, who actually becomes really likable and awesome throughout the show? If you picked Beelzemon, you are correct! Ding 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 ding! In all the boys in the entirety of Digimon, I have to swoon over a fucking Digimon. And like, I have this over-sexualized as fuck figurine of Anjawomon, and like, I see that as strange, it's a Digimon, you don't fap to that, it's a Digimon. But here I am, completely into Beelzemon. Seriously though, in season 3, he showed more character development, awesomeness, struggles, badassery-ness than any of the human characters in any of the series. And I feel so sorry for him. You know him when he's just a dorky little impmon who sucks and he doesn't have a person, and then he becomes this big badass mega Beelzemon who's evil and he does super evil shit, and then he becomes good and it's like, holy shit, I am so invested and I'm in love and Beelzemon, it's gonna be okay, let me hug you. Somehow the English voice actor actually helps too. He sounds like such a spaz, but it works for me. And the funny thing is, as probably dorky as it is to have a crush on a Digimon, I only watched this a few years ago. I was an adult. So it's a perfectly sane, current version of me that is like, yeah, I'd bang that cluster of digi-data. So the last one I'm going to mention, I didn't make a top 10 or anything, this is just, you know, off the top of my head. The last one I'm going to mention is probably the weirdest. Definitely the weirdest. At least the most noteworthy. Because it's weird. Personality-wise, this character is similar to all the other ones I've had crushes on, so, you know, there's a fucking pattern here. I have weird taste in guys. This one is just, you know, this one is unique. Mr. Centipede from James and the Giant... I can't even say it! Mr. Centipede from James and the Giant Peach. I actually said that out loud. Yeah, this guy did it for me for some reason. He had such a cool personality. He totally stood out from all the other stop motion insects in the Giant Peach that went on an adventure on the high seas. He's suave and fun and outspoken, and what is he, fucking French or Brooklyn-ish? And he's got the cigar thing going, maybe, and he even does the whole self-sacrifice thing at one point, and him and the spider, it's like, yeah girl. I can't explain this one. This one is my weirdest, but he did it for me. I should probably think of a cool one now, just to make me seem like less of a fucking idiot right now. So, Tommy from Power Rangers, there we go, boom. We got a cool one here. In any case though, that's just a handful of my super embarrassing random cartoon crushes that I thought I'd make a fun video out of because they're fun enough to talk about in general. I thought maybe it'd be a way for you guys to get to know me a bit better. At least I'm not doing live action characters because that is a long list. Please don't judge me. I won't judge you guys. List all your embarrassing cartoon crushes in the comments. I can probably even guess a whole bunch, but I'm not going to. Because it's basically the cast of My Little Pony. I'm kidding, but please. It is fun to talk about. It's silly, it's, you know, shit from when you're a kid or embarrassing shit from today. It's just fun. No judging. Oh yeah, Luffy! Holy shit, I had a huge crush on Luffy too growing up. Okay, I'm gonna end this one there. Thanks so much for watching everyone, and I will see you around. Mwah.